Today we'll be gathering information about another type of transformation called reflections. What are reflections first? Well, they're a type of transformation. They flip one object over a line or a point. In this picture that you see over here, we're flipping the figure on the left over this line of reflection, and it ends up looking how it does on the right. The orientation of the object will switch to opposite directions, so you'll notice that at first on the left, these arrows up here are pointing in the right-hand direction. Once they flip, however, they're going to be pointing in the left-hand direction, opposite of the way they were originally. They are mirror images of each other. One thing that you can do is reflect in the coordinate plane. First, you're going to need a line of reflection. In this picture, that's the red line we have drawn here. We're going to use the y-axis. This triangle, CDE, will flip itself over the line. Before we do anything, notice that point D is 3 spaces away from the line of reflection, perpendicular spaces specifically. Now that we've found the perpendicular distance between the points of the line of reflection, we're going to duplicate that distance on the opposite side. So now we originally started with 3 perpendicular points from point D. Now we have D prime, its image, 3 perpendicular spaces away on the opposite side. We can use the distance formula, something we learned earlier in the year, if we can't count the spaces. So now we're going to talk about reflecting with GeoGebra. We're going to go through a quick walkthrough, and then you'll be able to try it on your own. First thing we'll need to do to reflect is make a line of reflection. Going to the line button in GeoGebra, you can select 2 points, and those will make a line. Then we're going to go to the red triangle button, and we're going to select rigid polygon. Once that button is clicked, you can pick 3 random spots on the graph, or you can use 3 points that you already plotted using the point button up here. The information gathered on the left-hand side is all the pieces of information you have over on the right-hand side, but now they're given coordinates. You're given an equation of a line, you're given the area of the polygon, and you're even given segment lengths. Each point has a coordinate, each line has an equation, each segment has length, and this will happen for anything that you create in GeoGebra. So now we're going to enable the Reflect About a Line button. That would be up here. You would select your original triangle, and then select the line that you wish to reflect over. Before you know it, right in front of your eyes, GeoGebra will create the reflected image. Another thing you can do in GeoGebra is reflect over sides of polygons. So the side will act as another line, and you can complete the same steps that you'd completed before, but instead of creating a long line like this, you can use one of the sides of the polygons as the line of reflection. It'll work for any type of line, a segment, array, or a full line. Another option for reflecting, if you click this drop-down menu, you'll see other transformation options. You can reflect about a point. So reflecting about a point mirrors the distance from point to point and duplicates the distance in the opposite direction. This is the exact same thing as rotating the shape as well. Right, that's the last thing that we are talking about on reflections with GeoGebra. So go ahead and try some of these on your own.